Oh. Hey guys, I'm Zach from Parkour Kingston, and today we're going to be teaching you a backflip. Let's go to the tutorial part of this video. For this tutorial, we're going to start on the ground. So, once you're comfortably seated on the ground, you're going to do is just get the motion of moving backwards. We're going to do a back roll. It's not going to be something you really want to do on a hard surface, but we're going to do it kind of straight back over our head. So you're going to roll back, place your hands like that next to your head, and you're just going to roll backwards really slowly, land on your knees. Not really too big a deal, just to get used to your body moving backwards. The next part is just to work on getting your height and the back motion in doing a backflip. So you're going to find something, however high you're comfortable with. You've got this nice block, and Ben's going to demonstrate the next step. So this part is just to practice going up and kind of getting that idea of moving up and backwards. So he's going to do one more time. So you're just going to hop up onto the obstacle, bring your knees to your chest. So we'll cut to that in slow motion with further detailed analysis. So this next part of the tutorial is for if you have access to a gymnastics facility or parkour gym. If you don't, that's fine. We're going to go later to how I learned it without access to a gymnastics facility. This is going to be the hardest part of your tutorial, and that's just actually getting the backwards motion. You're probably going to have to jump back onto your back a few times, but you're going to find a foam pit or something nice and soft. You're kind of going to have to just throw backwards. I'll give you a more like technique-wise in a second, but Ben's going to demonstrate for us the backflip. Beautiful. So notice how Ben starts his backflip. He stands on the ledge, he throws his arms up like that, and he reaches, jumps up, slightly back. His hands will be the most part will pull him back. If you try and jump back, you're not going to finish your rotation. So it's more of the arms going up that's going to get you the motion going backwards. So you jump up, throw your arms back, bring your knees up to your chest, and then you're going to kind of reach and grab your knees in the air. So it's throw back, knees come up, you're going to grab your knees, rotate back. That's easier said than done. This part you're just going to have to keep falling backwards into the tutorial. Ben, would you fall back into the pit for us like you did before you did back foot? Exactly. Just going to keep doing that, keep setting and falling back. Eventually, you'll start to feel it with a lot of those jump up things we were talking earlier, a lot of flopping. Getting closer, see? And then you just throw your arms back, bring your knees to your chest. Tucking is often the hardest part. A lot of people will lay out to start. Ben, could you show a layout for us? Which is just kind of backflipping without tucking to get their confidence, even though it's a lot easier once you tuck. It's just to kind of get your confidence up and get used to going backwards. Or you can do kind of how Brennan and Ben learned it, which is you kind of throw yourself a little sideways just to get used to that motion of going backwards, however you learn. Like I said, the hardest part is actually just getting to that flip. So any kind of fail you can do to build up to that is perfect. So the next step is kind of, look what we got here, like a little bit of height. Mat, not a foam pit though, something a little softer. Not too much height though, because it's going to mess you up if you're trying to go for your back on the ground, which is what this tutorial is for. So you're just going to do the same thing you did in the pit. Throw up, tuck, come out, hit the ground. Sorry if this tutorial turns into one of those just jump back and tuck things. I tried not to make it like that, but it's kind of tough. So like he did, jumps back, up like this, more up. A lot of people go way too back. Think up. You will not land back on the thing you took off of. Everyone thinks they will. You will not. Roll your arms up, bring your knees up to your chest, grab your knees, and tuck. A lot of people don't tuck for some reason. I get it. Like you're scared for some reason. You think that tucking is going to mess you up, but it actually makes it a lot easier. And you're going to kind of gradually decrease the height of the thing you're flipping off of. Ow. And eventually, you'll be flipping on the ground level. Yeah, so take it on soft things, move it gradually to hard ground. So then the other way you can train it if you don't have a gymnastics facility, which is how I did it, literally, I was on a field and I just failed. I did this. You just I don't know how to teach you how to do that. You jump back, forearms on the ground, I guess.
It's like the first over the shoulder thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a back roll over the shoulder or something. Like with force though, so you're kind of coming over, skipping the first bit, and just putting your hands down. Really just to get that backward motion. Anything you can do, any flop or fail, to get backwards going. And then after that, I just failed those a few times until I started feeling a little more confident, put a little height, until I could commit to a flip. Final pointers. When you start to get your back flips, don't get in the habit of doing this with your feet. Your hands feet apart. That's bad for your joints. You want to have your feet pointed forward. I'm still working on that, just getting the good technique, bending the knees nice. So thanks for watching. I guess that's it. This is Backflip tutorial. Good luck. You may practice this flip for years and then get it in one day. You might get it the first time you try. Everyone's different. You have different learning speeds. So until next time, I'm Zach McIver, Parkour Kingston, signing out.